Yeah, welcome. Right, let's get into it. Right, we're at rounds 11 and 12 at Monza this week on GT Sport. See how this goes. Not done an awful lot of practice, to be honest, so this might be a little bit tricky. Hopefully you can all hear me. Got a brand new mic set this week, so hopefully it's a little bit better. There shouldn't be so much crackling and popping in the background like there was in the last one. So yeah, so we're at Monza. After last week I won both races. So I'm currently second in the standings, which is great. See how I can get on today. This is tricky courses. It's got some quite long straights like this one, and then going into some really harsh braking zones. And my tyres need to warm up a bit. But yeah, it's got some really tricky fast braking corners, and we've got really strong penalties on, as you can see. Take it slow down. Cool. Cheers, Jake. Let's get these tyres up. So Weller's already in there with 156.6, which is a pretty good, decent time. I think he'd done 156.2 in the practice just a minute ago, so I think he's certainly got some more time that he can get out of that. I hit a 155 earlier in the week, and I haven't been able to touch it since. So see what we can do. If you can see me keep looking down here, I've got my screen set up here so I can see everyone's chat. Right, on to my hot lap. So straight off the bat you got this real long straight. Really harsh braking zone here. Really got to hammer on the brake about the 150. And get it turned in and turned round. That was pretty crap. Bogged down coming out of that corner, so this is probably going to be a 157, 158. So we've got a 15-minute qualifying session. Thought that was going to be a penalty then. That was pretty poor as well. What's going on? Need to get better exits out of these corners. This is dreadful. So Borneo's now putting in a 156 flat almost. That's going to be a hell of a time to beat. Especially because this time is going to be dreadful. Yeah, this one's probably on for a 158, I reckon. Which is not good. Great if I could catch this guy in front though and get a bit of drag off him down the straight, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm on 157.2. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm currently third. See if I can get a better lap in. Harsh braking. Oh, bogged down again. It's going to be the interesting corner in the actual race, that is, because 16, well, I think there's going to be about 10, I think there's 10 guys racing today out of 16, so it's It's going to be 10 super quick guys going into that chicane. That really wasn't good. But I might be able to get a bit of a toe. Oh no, that's done my lapping. Let's give a guy in front a bit of space. Guy behind me. Let this guy past. Mr. Mahoney. Right, let's try and nail this goddamn chicane now. See if I can get a bit of a toe as well, that'd be quite good. 1:55 now, that's a really good time, and I imagine he's probably got a bit of a toe to get that. Let's see if I can get a bit of a toe off Mr. Mahoney going down here. Oh, third's not too bad though, if that's the position I end up starting in the race. Well, Borneo's, oh no, he's just, well, that was better. Not perfect, but better. And I'm right behind Mr. Mahoney, so I really hope he's got some good pace. He is currently third, so hopefully this should, if I can keep behind him. Not like that though, what am I doing? Well, that's my stat lap up. Oh, Weller coming in behind me. So how long have we got left? Got about 7 or 8 minutes left of qualifying, so probably got enough for a couple of more hot laps. Well, I lost my toe now. That was really stupid. Use as much of the track as I can. See now, if I give Weller the toe now, I'm not going to be happy. I think he's a bit too far behind to get any toe off me. Although he looks like he's putting a decent lap. Oh, Mr. Mahoney's gone ahead of me. Damn. Now I have got to pull out a really good lap. Bogged down again. Weller's catching up. I'm sort of slowly catching Mahoney, so I might be able to pick him back up for the toe. Especially as he's got someone else in front of him as well. No, it's come off the throttle when I didn't want to. Try and get nice and tight. Isn't too bad. We might have lost a little bit of time though. Well, this is looking better. certainly better than the bloody 157.2 I just put in. See if I can nail this last corner. Right, what's this going to be? 34 and 55, 156.2. And then Weller beats me straight away. God damn it! We've got 5 minutes left, so I'm a lot closer to Maloney now, so maybe... No, gone out too wide. No, cocked that lap up. Now it's going to be well, obviously I don't want my rival to have my my toe, so oh no, he's slowing down for me. No. Damn it. Is he watching my stream? There he is. Damn it, I thought I was going to be sneaky there and get rid of my penalty. No, he's going to have the toe. Right, so I think I've got one last lap, one last chance to get above Weller and Borneo. Otherwise I'm going to have to do it on the track. Oh, Weller's right behind me. Alright, last chance. Let's see what I can do. Brake hard. Oh, bye Weller. Wow, that's his last lap ruined. Right, let's see if I can punish him by getting a decent lap in now. Don't think that was as clean as I'd like it to have been. So he's 3 tenths ahead of me, Weller. So it's going to take a good 155, high 155 to get in front of him. Oh, I think that might be a penalty. I think this is a good lap. I think this might be that killer lap. I can take this last corner, right? That really wasn't the way to take that corner. But what am I on? 135? 156 flat. No, that was it. I think we're going to get the end of the lobby by the time I manage to get another lap in. And that's going to be a cut track anyway. 6.4 second penalty. Yeah, I think that's me over. that'd be a wall. You know what? I might have actually been able to get a lap in if I hadn't have messed up. So if Weller's spun, didn't he? So he's not going to be able to get any better with this lap. Still surprised it hasn't been called yet at the end of the session. Call the end of the session! Hey, alright Scout. Back for the consomme. It's not quite as good as Actrollvision's consomme, but it's consomme all the same. There we go. So I could have got another lap in. Found them messed up at this chicane. So I think I ended up third. It's a rather nice fetching car. Back for the world class driving, yeah. It was world class driving last week. The week before that it was dreadful, so we may be back to the dreadful driving for this one. But we'll see. Actually, have I got the right tyres on? See, I'm going for a different tactic on my pit stop strategy this time. For the obviously for those who haven't watched these streams before, we have a 50-minute qualifying session. Then we have a 10-minute sprint race where we got things like boost on, so it's really action-packed. All the cars are really close together. Then after that, we have from the results from that, we have a reverse grid. Can't even speak anymore. We have a reverse grid going into a endurance race of 25 minutes with a mandatory pit stop because your fuel won't take you the whole 25 minutes. Normally, when I do the endurance races, I usually end up doing a medium tyres and then another medium tyres, and it's been good for me. I've won 4 races doing that, but obviously the medium's a little bit slower than the soft. So I'm actually going to try the soft this time. Go for the first stint on the softs and go for my second stint on the mediums. It means I have to pit a little bit earlier, I think around about lap 5. But hopefully, it depends actually. If I get a good getaway, I'll be fine. I think I'm going to start off actually on the mediums. See if I get a good getaway. If I get a good getaway, I'm going to go on to them softs, get some good lap times in at the end. So we've got 11 drivers in today. See, Borneo is leading the league at the moment. We've got me in second. I think Borneo's on, I think it's on 100 odd points or something. Then I'm on 83. And let me have a check. Let me check what the point standing is at the moment. Hopefully I can get to it before the race starts. Yeah, so I've got Borneo on 102 points, and then I'm in second, currently on 83 points, so even winning both of these races today isn't going to get me into first, but I might be able to make up some points on Borneo. and it's changed my view for some reason. Right, let's see. Got to be very wary going into this first corner, because we have got damage on, and damage in the sprint race, if you get a slight bit, you're going to be screwed. And the slipstream is going to be pretty good straight off the bat. But I've got to find that braking point. They're going up wide. I'm going to cut down the inside. No, I'm not. Oh, someone hit me in the rear. I've got damage on my back now. Don't know who it was who got me in the back, but there's quite a gap now. Hopefully that damage isn't going to be too costly. That's quite a slam in the back as well. Oh, oh no, Weller's gone. I think that was my fault, so I'm going to give that back. I think that was my fault. Although I have now got right involved. Damn it! Right, let's get these past me. Can't see the corner because of this car in front. Right, well that really wasn't the start I wanted to this race. So, let's see what I can do now. Raccoon's going to run right. And I almost went out with him. Right. Blue Specs is... I wonder if it was Blue Specs that hit me then. If he's going into the pits that early, don't need to be going into the pits normally. Doesn't look like my top end speed's gone that much. Oh, but I've messed that up. Whoa, what the hell? That was weird. I didn't actually think we had automatic. I've got a 5-second penalty. Well, this was completely not what I wanted. See, I told you that World Class Driving was last week. This week it's the return of the clumsy drop. Whoa! That was silly, whoever that was. Don't know who that was, but they didn't brake. Yes, go! It's really not going to plan at all, is it? I got this 4-second penalty that I have no idea how I'm going to get rid of it. I think I'm just going to have to carry it around a bit, I think. 4 seconds is a lot of time to lose. Especially when you've only got a 10-minute bloody race as well. The problem that catches most people out with this track is the fact that you've got these really long straights, and they go straight into the really harsh braking zones. So if you're not paying attention, you're not keeping an eye on where your braking zones are, or you're looking at the car in front's brakes, you're really going to struggle. Right, we're back up to 5th now, so Raccoon's got a penalty in front as well. Looks like I might have a bit of space in front of me as well to be able to get my braking zone right into this corner. Problem as well is like because of the boost, because we use boost mode, it means we actually get a little bit more power if we're further behind, which means that our braking zones all change, and they can change dynamically, which is kind of hard when you get used to a particular braking point, and then all of a sudden you find out that your braking point's actually a few meters back. So that's what can trip you up. But it looks like we're back up with the what the I don't know what happened there. Right, so we got 4 and a bit minutes. Oh, raccoon. Oh, you was there as well, raccoon. Right, I'm going to switch to my radar so I can see where people are, because I can't see people. Riding on the grass isn't helping. Right, Dennis, you stay out there. Oh, I don't like being on the outside. Got raccoon, look how raccoon's just like pouncing down on us. Right, bit early on the brakes in that part, and I don't like being on this tight around the corner. Give Borneo a bit of space. Still got Borneo there. Oh, we've got another car there. What the hell? Right, I don't know where my braking point is. Oh, I just got tapped from behind. Well, this has turned into a bit of action at the end. No, don't want to be on that gravel because that gravel sucks you in. Wow, the winner could be any one of these 4 cars now, or 6 cars, because there's a couple more behind. And they're almost 3 abreast. Borneo's got nowhere to go, nor have I. I can't get past. I'm going to have to get on the brakes. Oh, I've been hit again. It's like a game of bumper cars. God, my rear end's completely damaged. Both my back tyres. Come on, no, don't go too wide out. Right. So it looks like we're going to be on the last lap now. I have got a 2-second penalty still though, so this is not going to be that good. Especially when it's like this. Oh, I got hit again at the back. Oh, I'm getting hit. Don't know who that is. I think it's Raccoon trying to come up the inside. Yeah, I can hear that angry car coming through. Wow, I think my 3-second penalty, that's going to drop me right down the pack. Try and get my penalty out of the way. So this hasn't been great at all. It's a bit infuriating that I got a few penalties trying to avoid other people's collisions, but oh well. That car won't even turn now. Right, see if I can catch this pack up. Got blue specks in behind me. Oh God, look at this! Look at this fight going on up here. Am I going to be able to catch any of them? No, because fifth. Oh wow, that was kind of action-packed. And yeah, bit of a cock-up at the start. I don't know if Weller was letting me pass. He seemed to slow down when I was slowing down as well to let him pass. So I think I certainly nudged him a little bit on the corner. So give it back. Wow, and apparently Geezer was first. Cheers, Scout. Right. Let's hope I do better in the endurance race now. At least for the endurance race, my braking point isn't going to change every lap. I think that's what's catching a few people out, because I've been used to the 150 marker on that main straight going down to the chicane, braking hard there. Obviously with the boost you get a bit more power, so I guess people might have been getting a bit caught out. I certainly was when I went straight across. And then they could reset me. I was purposely trying to avoid everyone. That's seconding Contomy after act, yes. Axe Contomy is on point. Right, so after that now, so we got a reverse grid of those positions, so I shall be starting in 6th place, I think. And I'm going to want to set my car up, so let's go for the mediums for my first stints. I would go for softs for my first stint, but I think I'm going to get held back a little bit. If I'm going to get my softs on, I need to have a bit of fresh track in front of me so I can put in some decent lap times with it. Cheers, Lighter Thief. Right, so we've got 5 minutes. Completely forgot to get a drink, so I've got nothing to moisten my mouth with, which is great. Sorry if I shut the door too hard, mate. No, all's good, mate. I don't think I would have got past you anyway. Cheers, Jake. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the content. I almost went to say Contomy, but that's acting, so I can't say that. Hey, Richie! We definitely need to do some racing soon. I think you said you're back on Project Cars 2, so we'll definitely have to catch up with some racing. It's a good thing you've actually just joined now and not during that race, because that was pretty horrendous. Let's go and check out the track. Now I've actually turned the music off because I went to export my last week's stream to YouTube, and the little jig I did here in the pit stop because they were playing some funky music, it actually got copyright striked on YouTube for a clip of about 16-17 seconds of music, which was in game, which is great. Ooh, someone's going out for a cheeky little run. So what tyres have people got? So it's a good way of checking out, see what people's tyres. So Andy's going super softs, which, oh, I've just pressed my accelerator. So super softs, mediums, Metcalf on hards. See, I don't think you need to be on hards. I think the mediums are good enough. They hold up really, really well. I mean, it's only a 25-minute race. The mediums really, really hold up well. The softs go off after about 5 laps, so. Oh, you did catch the end of that race, yeah, it was pretty horrendous in the middle. Kind of cocked up my first lap, which I did that in rounds, I think it was rounds 7 and 8. I did superbly well in getting around the 2 guys in front of me on the first lap, and then bloody hit the grass coming out of one of the bends that goes uphill, and I completely slid the car out and went to the back of the pack. But hopefully I can do better in this endurance. Although, saying that, I did a quick practice 25-minute race against the AI yesterday and almost ran out of fuel. I thought I just put enough in, and I was 0.1 litres of fuel away from running out, so I don't usually like to be borderline in this game. I'd usually end up with at least a lap of fuel remaining in the car. I actually had to slow down. I think from about this point onwards I actually slowed down. I was about 40 odd seconds ahead of the AI, and I actually had to slow down from this point, just going like this. It's like about 70 miles an hour along this whole straight, just because my fuel was dead. And if I had to do one more lap, I think there was about 1 minute 50 left on the clock, and I would have had to have done another lap, so I had to really slow down. I was doing about 70, still finished about 20 seconds ahead. There's Andy F. Citroen, it's beautiful. So, I don't think that's the actual, yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think that was the actual position. So I'm 7th, so I've got a few cars to get past. We haven't got boost on this time, so I've got to try and make my way past these cars the hard way. Come on, let's go. So, need to play it safe. Right. Whoa. Right. Sensible. God, we're going like pedestrian around here. Oh God! Wow, slowed right down. That really caught me out. Luckily I don't think I've got any damage off that. Right, who's behind me? Mahoney, Metcalf, Sabornio's 7th. Sabornio's already jumped to quite a few places. What, a penalty for that? Barely even cut the corner. What's going on here then? Gonna have to take the outside. Whoa! Come on, let me through. Oh, I need to get this move done quick. Right, first place, and Borneo's done in 8th, so that is a good thing, definitely a good thing, for me anyway. Now I just need to put in lap after lap of really good times. Got a 1.7, 1.9 second lead already. See if I can stretch that out. And I'm back to braking zones, which I'm familiar with now. And a cone. Just sat there in the middle of the track. So Borneo's up into third already. Wow. He must have really got through that back. That was really not taking that chicane that well at all. Borneo's, if I keep doing that, Borneo's going to be right behind me. So I really need to, especially if I keep doing that, Christ. Hopefully blue specs will hold him up a bit. I just see my cat's head peeking above there, so I don't know what he's doing. The last thing I want him doing is pressing the power button on my PS4. So Blue Specs is holding quite close actually, not really making that much inroads and getting away from him. Needs to put in some good laps. So these chicanes I need to do a lot better on, really taking them quite poor at the moment. I really don't like that corner as well. So easy to mess up that corner. So he's keeping Borneo busy. I don't know what the gap is between them two. See if I can actually take this corner decent. Not too bad. Let's get my fuel mix on. Let's see how many more laps I've got. So I've got 4.4 laps. Try and eke that out as much as possible. Ooh, got the car's tyres caught in that little groove there. It's almost wanted to bring the front round. Put the power on too early. Alright, almost half a tank of fuel left. We've got 18 minutes left of the race. Yeah, my braking point has slowly got to move back a little bit because tyres are getting a little bit old. Really to slam on the brakes then to make the apex of that. So Borneo's still in behind Blue Specs. I just realised I managed to get rid of my penalty, which is good. pulled out 5 seconds so far, which dearly likely to be a lot more than that. All I can see out of the corner of my eye is my cat just moving around. So far he's not started playing with any of the wires. So if I suddenly just cut out, you'll know why. My race would have been sabotaged by my cat. That's cut. That's definitely going to be a penalty. Oh, there we go. 3 seconds, because I was trying to take it like I would do with some decent rubber on the tyres. Now what, these tyres have gone off a lot quicker than I thought they would, so I might change my strategy and go for mediums again. 6 seconds. Not doing my tyres any good really. Right, let's brake here. No, that was far too early. Far too early. Ooh, I don't know what happened below, but behind, but Blue Specs has lost an awful lot of time on me. Unless he had a penalty as well, but then I would have expected Borneo to have got past him, so... Looks like he's had a mistake somewhere. Oh, there we go, Borneo is now ahead. And I probably should stop looking at the top graphic. Concentrate on my race. Ah, now you can see the cat. He's decided to get himself on stream. Hopefully he won't start being an arsehole and meowing. Right, so now Borneo is really going to be like... He's going to be on top of me really quickly. He's been superb around this track so far through practice. Right, so I've got 2.2 laps of fuel left. So I think I might go in for my pit after this lap. Weller's already gone into the pits. I keep seeing this as time from Borneo, just seeing if he's making any... see if he's catching me at all. Looks like he's doing all right at the moment. I think he may be better at managing his tyres than me. I just go balls out, use every inch of rubber that's on them. I don't want to be that far. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's going to cost me a second or two. Borneo, yeah, look, time's coming down. It's lost a second. Yeah, look, these tyres are really struggling now. 5.5 seconds, so right, do I pit now? And if so, how much fuel do I put in? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's pit. Gonna go mediums again. I don't feel I'm gonna be good enough on softs. Right, so we got 12 minutes left, so what about seven laps of fuel, I reckon. That'll do. Might be a little bit more than I need. So out into 5th place. More importantly, I'm in front of Weller, who had already made his pit stop. So I'm quite far, 8.4 seconds ahead of Weller. So that's good. And his tyres are going to be about 2 laps older. I don't think the guys in front of me, I don't think any of these guys in front have been in the pits yet. Whoa! Tell I got some new rubber. I can start hitting apexes again. Right, see if I can catch these guys in front. Now I've got some fresh rubber. Oh, it's so nice when it can just turn in. Right, so I almost got rid of this penalty. Taken about 6 laps to get rid of it. I can see some people. Borneo's gone in for his pit. He was on hard tyres as well. And Blue Specs and De Geezer has all gone in. So has Borneo done the jump on me? He has. Although I'm going to pick up so much speed coming down here. Right, so it looks like it's going to be the bloody barrier sat. It's not what you want to see on track, a great big bloody barrier. Right, so that was close. That was pretty close. See if I can pull away from Borneo. So 1.5 ahead. Don't know whether he went on to hards. If we went on to hards, that's probably good news for me on my mediums. Medium should see me through some decent lap times. Currently got the fastest lap as well, which is good. 1:58.5, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad for a medium. And I've just bettered it. This is all good. So now Borneo's tyres will be warmed up. See what he's like on this lap. Please don't be a penalty for that little cut. I didn't even cut it. Good. It's not giving me one. It's quite harsh. Sometimes the penalties are pretty good, like on Brandtouch compared to Project Cars 2. Brandtouch you can really like sort of go out and use the full width of the track in places. But I've noticed particularly on this track, even the slightest little cut on some of these chicanes, you can get some quite hefty penalties for it. That was really not a well done chicane as well. That was really poor. So still 2.3 ahead, and Borneo has got a penalty, so I don't know how many seconds that penalty is for. It may be possible to get rid of that just in general driving. All I've got to do is stay ahead and not... That is not how you take that corner. Completely and utterly not how you take that corner. That was just diabolical. And obviously not doing any good for my tyres. And Borneo managed to gain another 3 or 4 tenths off that. I think I just need to ease up my braking points a little bit. Especially as I start wearing off the rubber. So I've got 4 laps of fuel left in my car, and there's probably about 3 more laps to go in the race. So I think I managed to got my fuel usage on point. I think someone in the last race ran out of fuel, and your car just trottles along at like about 15 miles an hour. Spot my braking point on there. It's really difficult finding a braking point on there. See? 1.8 for a tiny little cut. Tiny little cut. Borneo's still got his penalty, so if I can't get rid of this penalty during this race, it might come down to who's got the more penalty. Who's got the bigger penalty. Because I'm not losing him. If anything, he's gaining a little bit on me, although I have put in a couple of really sloppy laps. That was really sloppy. Although at least, oh, see, look, he gained 3 tenths off me going so slow into that corner that time. So, last lap I cock it up and completely go wide and lose 3 tenths. That time I tried to be really cautious and lose 3 tenths by going in way too slow. Yeah, they are scat, aren't they? They're really harsh. Say, it feels sometimes you can cut them and it's fine. And then others, it feels like you're just slightly going over it a little bit too much. You know you've cut it, but it's not by a lot, and then you get a real harsh penalty from it. So, and I've taken that corner, not that great as well. So it's still 1.6 behind me. It's very, very close. Very close indeed. It's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end. Don't cut it! Don't cut it! I have been known to spin there. Oh look, Borneo almost lost his back end. I was just about to say, I have known to spin there because it's quite tricky. If you dip a tyre on that gravel, it just wants to throw your whole car round. And the gravel's so sucky on this game as well. So if you notice when you play Project Cars 2, you can sort of drive on the gravel not too bad. If you go into the gravel at quite some speed, you'll sort of carry that speed through. But on this game it seems to just suck you in, and you just lose every bit of speed you had. It's really horrid. So thanks to that little mistake from Borneo, I've managed to carry out, get about 6-7 tenths ahead, which I will happily take. Happily take indeed. So it looks like we've got 2 more laps left, and my fuel usage, I got 2.1 laps remaining, so I may have just got this perfect. Depending on what my fuel is like on this lap though, I might. Borneo's caught up with me massively. What's... Oh, I think he just completely bottled that chicane. I think he missed his braking point completely, I think. See, is that going to be a cook? Because that felt like it was the same thing I did the last time when I got a penalty, but there's no penalty. It's very strange. It's almost the back end wanted to go then. Lift and coast. Yeah, I can just knock up the fuel usage, to be honest. So it won't put me that. Shouldn't put me into the claws of Borneo if I have to just up change my fuel map. We got 1.3. Stick it up to 2. Just save a bit of fuel on this bit. So 1.2, 1.1. So this is the last lap. 1.1. Right. Right, I need a really clean... Oh no. I got back markers to deal with. Although I don't actually think I'm going to catch up with them by the time we get round. I think they're just going to be a bit ahead. Oh, I forgot that corner. Oh, I did that in one of the other races. I actually was just in my own little world for just like a slight second, and I completely got a corner wrong and thought it was a late corner that I didn't have to brake hard on. This is a lap I didn't want to have. This is a pretty dreadful lap so far. I've already lost a second. No! Oh God! This was the exact opposite of the lap I wanted for my final lap. Borneo gained 2 seconds on me. Just need to concentrate. Concentrate going into this last corner. And win, yes. Not quite what I wanted with Borneo being in second, but I'll take that. That'll make up for the first race. I lost a lot of ground on Borneo in the first race, so I think he finished first in the first race, so I've lost points on him, but that should keep me in second. I don't think I should lose second in the league. Cheers Richie, cheers Scout. actually managed to put in some decent driving at least to make up for the first race. First race was pretty dreadful. Second race I almost cocked it up for myself by messing up that last lap. So got Borny in second, Blue Specs third. Where did Weller finish? Weller finished 7th. Raccoon 8th, Dennis 9th, Metcalf 10th, Andy 11th. Right. Well, I guess that's it. So where will we be next week? We are at, let me have a look. So I think I'm not actually here next week. I think I actually end up missing it because I've got something on the Sunday evening. So in fact, that means I miss football as well. Damn. So next week's race was actually at Northern Isle Speedway. So I think I'm going to end up missing that Twinners. If it's the Speedway I think it is, my car really doesn't have much top end speed. So I would be shit there. But